What's up, guys, and welcome back to my garage. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we got old girl over here real souped up. Same V8 that it had before, but it is just littered with high horsepower, high performance parts, both bottom and top end. Not to mention the dang supercharger blower we've got on there now. Come to think of it, actually, after watching the edit back for the previous episode, we had to buy 2 of those blowers, right? I'm pretty sure I figured out where the initial one, the original one that we purchased, is. So maybe later on today we'll kind of stumble upon it. But the goal for today is we're going to get old girl repainted, complete new color scheme, new paint scheme, everything, and some new shoes. I wouldn't say that I dislike these rims. I dislike the tires for sure, because half of them are already bald. But I think we can do better. I think she deserves better. Now, this is kind of an awkward start to the day for me because I was already about 30 minutes into a recording saying all of this already, and the game crashed. Actually, my computer crashed, so I completely lost that recording file. But it's all good. We're not going to let it get us down. In that recording, I did go back to the junkyard looking for another hood with a slight bump to it. A couple of you were saying you might have seen somebody who also plays this game that had one. I'm under the impression that that is most likely a mod. I looked through the whole catalog again, couldn't find it, went back out to the junkyard 2 times, still couldn't find a truck with a different hood on it. So I think we're probably just stuck with this one. But again, we're not going to let that get us down. First thing we're going to do is actually check out the catalog for something else. While I was flipping through this, I couldn't help but notice we have this grill currently, but way down here at the bottom, there's another grill that to me looks more vintage rather than having a rectangular cutout for our circle headlights. This one just has a circle cutout for our circle headlights. So I think it's going to look a lot better. I did already do this, so I know it looks a lot better. But all we need is a screwdriver and a wrench, and we'll get after it. All right, check this out, dude. See what I'm saying? It makes it look so much more like vintage looking. I prefer it personally over the other one. I think this looks quite a bit nicer. But now that we have that tackled, the next thing we have to do is remove what little rust is actually on the truck. It's not bad, though. I think in here I might try to remove like the little plastic, or maybe it's metal, I don't know, but this little like sill plate thing. Can we take that off? We cannot. We'd probably have to remove like the bench seat in order to get access to that. It probably takes out like the whole carpet and everything with it. But it's at this point where my previous recording crashed on me. So please don't happen again. I think we're okay, though that rust is not coming off. We are probably gonna have to take out the bench seat. This spot's pretty easy. No worries there. And then on the back, this is the only spot of rust on the entire bed of the truck. Got a little bit more up here on this, like, I don't know what you'd even call this, the windshield wiper cowl. Remember though the good old days when we had to use the flapper disc for everything? Now we got this nice sandblaster. The only downside with it is that we have to refill the sand, but as long as we stay on top of that, shouldn't be a big deal. There we go. All right, just like that, I think we are done. Yeah, no rust in that door sill. I'm gonna try the flapper disc just for right here, because apparently the sandblaster just isn't as good as getting in the little crevices, even though IRL, that's totally backwards. This thing is nowhere near as good as a sandblaster. But we've got it sorted. Let's check our rust condition now. 5 stars. Beautiful. Color condition now 3, since we took a little bit of paint off. But rather than spraying this with spray paint with some rattle cans, I think I'm actually going to take this to the dealership, and we're going to try to utilize the paint booth that's over there, I think for the very first time. We're like 50 some episodes into the series now, so I don't remember if we've used that thing or not, but it's gonna save us a whole bunch of time. I don't really know that I should be driving the truck right now on these tires. I mean, if you notice, it's kind of pulling to the right a little bit. I'm not turning whatsoever. It's just, oh, that was scary. It's just kind of doing it all on its own, and that is the one tire that's like completely bald. So the other reason for coming out all this way is so I can find out if I'm just dumb and the blower, the original blower that we purchased, I need to know if it just fell behind the counter.
Welcome. How
Hey,
can I help you?
I'm just here snooping. Yep. There it is. There it is. Well, we should probably bring it home with us, right? Because we could resell it and get a little bit of our money back, which would be nice. You guys are gonna have to help me out with this. I seriously don't remember ever using the paint booth before. So, I should probably shut this thing off. The fumes, I would imagine, are not great, especially if this door ends up getting closed. So, full rust removal. Oh, wait, we didn't even have to remove the rust? You're kidding. Dude, I didn't know that. Park car in booth. Change color in car info to desired one. Pay in service center. Okay, so, original color, current color, change color. I know this is kind of basic, but I've decided to go with white. And we're going to do some other stuff, though. It's not going to be all white. Don't worry. We're going to do some other stuff. I think it's going to look really, really good. So where do we do that at? Paint car. 2,500 bucks. I mean, we got the money. We got the money. Why the heck not? And full rust removal. Dude, it even painted the wheels? Okay, that kind of goes hard, dude. The white on white kind of goes hard, especially because the center caps for these wheels are red. We have the red leaf springs in there now, the lowering leaf springs, and then the whole interior is red. Man, that changes things. I'm still gonna go through with my other paint scheme idea, but that looks great. Much like our haunted El Camino, you kind of have to drive this thing in like the highest gear at all times as well. Because dude, it's just a torque monster. Like, you step on the gas, even in third gear, and it's trying to spin the tires. So let's take this blower, this accidental purchase. Well, intentional purchase. We accidentally forgot it at the store. We're going to put that in our little scrap pile. But now that this thing's out in the sun, dude, that is looking real, real good. Dude, I'm so torn now on these rims. I don't know what I want to do. We do have this mod installed, more rims, so we're not limited to just like the in-game rims. We do have some other alternatives there. I might go to that shop and check them out. Now that we have this beautiful paint job on old girl, we're gonna cut her up just a little bit. All right, trust me on this. It's gonna be fine. But none of the lines to cut are showing up, even though the thing's in my hand. Do I need to drop it and pick it back up? There they are. Oh, they're white. They just kind of blend in.
Dude, this is my favorite.
Good God, dude. Trying to do this in direct sunlight, it's like a dang flashbang just went off. I can't hardly see anything on that side. This one's a little bit better. Now that we've got the bed sides removed, we have to kind of strip it down a little bit more. The goal is to just take off the inner skin from this. So I think we just need to do that one there. Oh yeah, that's actually it. Okay, so for both of these, just one more, and now we have the inner skin and then the outer skin separated. That was the goal. Probably didn't actually need to remove this entire thing also, but it's fine. Who cares, man? We're just out here LIVIN with our sick Ford pick-em-up truck. Last two, I think, right here. That whole thing's gonna come off perfect. We're gonna grab our wrench again so we can remove the rest of the bed here. Should be those two One at the back. Same on the other side. The only thing I don't know how to do for this bed is how to remove just the tailgate. Like, it's got to be bolted on, no? Let's drop it down over here. It's like it's lifting off. Oh, yeah, right here. One on this side. Another one on this side. And then they should separate. Perfect. I'm glad it didn't go flying. That does happen from time to time. So, now that we have it all disassembled, this is how our truck looks. I'm going to leave the outer skins white, the same color as the cab. However, I'm going to grab a new can of spray paint, and we're going to try to make it almost look like the bed has bed liner in it. That's the whole idea here. I don't know if it's going to work for sure, but I'm down to try. That's not great. That is not ideal. What we're seeing right there, not ideal. I'm gonna grab a can of white. Maybe we can touch it up, but I think it's always just gonna bleed through like that. Survey says, yeah. Yeah, it's just not possible, at least not with the tailgate. So I'll touch the rest of it up. Maybe for the other pieces, it won't be so bad, right? Because we have the inner skins, which are then covered by the outer skins. So we could definitely do those, as well as probably the floor. It's time to grab our old friend, the welder, so we can get these panels resituated. Now, this didn't exactly go according to plan, just because the whole tailgate situation, but all the other panels sprayed perfectly. They honestly look really, really good. I don't know that having the tailgate still being white, I don't know that that's going to ruin the illusion or not, but I'm still going to send it. We are still going to send it. Okay, I have spent way too long on this now, but I do kind of feel like it was worth it. Now, the tailgate still being white doesn't necessarily ruin the illusion. If it's down like this, you're like, oh, you know, whatever, they just didn't paint that. But when you look at it from here, I think it looks weird. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but I think it was a good call. Looks like I missed a spot right there, but other than that, it's great. Now, our color condition isn't going to be pristine because the bed, most of the bed, is a completely different color now. But we're not worried about that because we're not going to be selling this thing. It's worth $15,390 now. Interior is mint condition. I mean, everything on this truck is mint condition now. We're going to hop in the Wolf Wagon, the cream Wolf Wagon again. And we're going to make our way out to the randy little warehouse spot that all the mod wheels are at. Should be just right down this road, assuming it's still here. We've got the houses still. That's cool. There it is. All right, they're still in business. What the heck is that out there? What is that, dude? I don't want to drive this car on the beach because I feel like we'll get stuck. What the heck is this? Wait. Oh, it's a collectible. Interesting. It's like a ancient looking vase or something, dude. Suspicious vase. We found it here in my garage. Confirmed. Oregano coming soon, most likely. We're just gonna leave that back there. Let's head on in this randy little warehouse and we'll see what our rim selection is looking like. I don't know, man. I don't know. None of these are really calling me. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe these, I could see those maybe looking good. But over the factory, the stock wheels, these could be cool too. It's for drag racing. Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it stock. Regardless of what rims this truck has on it, that doesn't really matter. What does matter are the tires, because they're pretty much all bald. So I'm gonna start by loosening up the lug nuts, and we'll get these tires removed, figure out what size they are so we can go to the store and get some new ones. I think that hubcap also needs to be replaced. and that one. So 2 hubcaps too. I'll try to remember that. I'm just gonna do it right now. That way I can't
got a
forget.
station out back if you need it.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that very, very much. So 2 of these. $31? Those I know we can for sure fit in the backpack, but tires, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Nope. Can't do it. We can't fit them in the backpack, dang it. I'm gonna have to walk these back over one by one. Or I guess we could take the wolf wagon. Yeah, I'll come scoop these up in the wolf wagon, but I decided to get the lower profile 16-inch tire instead of the high profile tire that it had before, just so that maybe it could be a little bit more dirt nasty low. Ooh, I don't think we made a good call on getting the lower profile tires. At least I didn't get like the low pro tires. This is a little bit better than that, but I think the higher profile ones just filled the wheel well out a little bit better. I mean, for what we're gonna do with this truck, it doesn't matter. It's a street truck, you know? We won't actually haul anything with this. It's just made to go fast. Speaking of, we should get the El Camino out and kind of compare this truck versus the El Camino, which is like a baby truck, essentially. There she is. A death trap on wheels. It's pretty much the same like engine drivetrain setup though as the truck, so it should be pretty comparable. Yeah, dude, like you have to drive it in 5th gear. You have to just putt it around. How similar is it though? Oh. Now we're talking. Hang on, let's fire old girl up. See if they sound the same. They should, right? They definitely should. Yeah, they sound identical. They look identical. But this one, I don't know if the game like factors weight into it. This one should weigh quite a bit more than the El Camino, I would think. So first, let's get old girl cut back off. I want to run the El Camino first down the drag strip, but we're going to have to wait to do that in the morning because we're kind of running out of daylight just a little bit. We'll go across the street, grab our drinks, grab our snacks, and we should be ready to race. We have arrived. So the reason I decided to go with the drag race instead of a race around the racetrack is because neither one of these vehicles would be able to go around a turn at speed. I mean, there's just no way, plain and simple. So let's start this thing. 1/4 mile drag. We'll get into position and we'll let her eat. Here we go. Give me the countdown. Give me the countdown. I'm ready. All right, we're out. I forgot how squirrely this thing is. Okay, that's 5th gear. That's it. A 948. Not too shabby, dude. I was literally just about to say, too, wow, I can't believe we made it from the drag strip all the way back to the garage without a single accident. And then this happened. Dude, where did this curb come from? My God. Well, it's probably not that badly damaged, right? We should just be able to rock it back over on its wheels. It's pretty banged up. It is pretty banged up. That's racing, though, right? Even though we weren't racing when it happened. Sorry, ma'am, I'll get out of your way. We're just gonna park this back in the barn and forget that it even exists. It's still got its demons. It definitely still has its demons. But now, it's time to see what we could do in the old truck. I should probably looked at the diffs of both vehicles too, because if that is different, then one's definitely gonna have better odds of going faster than the other. But let's start this yet again, this time, different whip, different vehicle. This one is also, oh, countdown, hang on, gotta focus. We're out. This one's also 4-wheel drive though. Whereas the El Camino is rear-wheel drive. So the truck hooks up a little bit better, and we get a 903. That is not bad, dude. For a truck, it's pretty insane. All right, we've made it back to the garage, this time without getting into a major accident. Also, we have 2 more trophies now, so that's cool. I might see some other time if we could sell those to Scapegoat, along with our, where is it? This guy. Whatever the heck that collectible is supposed to be. Oh, really quick though, I gotta check to see what diff this has. Oh, it has a 3.8, but it's locked. I want to say the 3.8 is the lowest, and if we're having troubles, you know, reaching our top speed, which we are, we would want a lower gear ratio, not a higher one. Higher one would make it worse for us. I'm pretty sure that's how it works anyways. But now that we've finished with our beautiful single cab, short bed, pick 'em up truck, I do think that's where we're gonna wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.